Budget has been presented in the backdrop of a very extraordinary situation and created by pandemic, of course, and therefore the theme of the this budget has been variance in tax collection as well as increasing capital receipt by way of disinvestment and focus on issues such as ease of doing business and other aspects to improve the business in India. Much has been said since morning on what are the primary features of the budget. What I will try to do is I will try and focus on key statutory changes that have been proposed in the customs laws and the GST laws, which are going to have a great impact on the businesses. Important change that has come in customs law is with respect to prescribing a time limit within which an investigation or a proceeding under the customs law must end. Now, the government has proposed to insert Section 28BB in the customs law, which provides that any investigation or audit or summon proceedings that starts under the customs law must end within 2 years from the introduction of that proceedings. The law also provides powers to the commissioner to extend this 2 year period by another 1 year. But an overall cap of 3 years has now been provided in the law statutorily as and when these bills become the law, which obviously is going to provide much relief to various companies who had to go through lengthy investigation process without these investigations or audits and concluding by way of notice, etc. So this is obviously a welcome move, and this is also going to ensure that the authorities are working in a time-bound manner and information is sought in a time-bound manner. Another interesting change that has been proposed in the customs law is insertion of section 114 capital AC. Now, this is a new penalty that has been proposed primarily to deal with the exporters who have been taking the benefit of IGST incorrectly based on either fake invoices or overvaluing the goods and have been claiming refund. Now, this new penalty provides that in such cases, a penalty of up to 5 times the value of refund claim can be imposed on these importers. So, obviously, this is a step which the government has taken in line with the recent actions that it has been taking against the fraudulent exporters who are claiming refunds based on fake invoices. And therefore, this is going to assist the custom authorities in dealing with such situations. In addition to this, there is another important change that has been proposed in the customs law, and it is with respect to various exemption notifications that we have as on date under the customs laws. Now, as on date, we have approximately 400 exemption notification. And once a special exemption notification or a conditional exemption notification is introduced, it continues to operate in the field and it never goes away. Now, what the amendment proposes is that every time a conditional exemption notification is introduced, it shall come to an end on 31st March, falling immediately after 2 years of grant of such exemption. So there is an auto lapse clause that is being introduced in the Act itself. The finance bill also provides that the exemptions that are existing as on date shall also come to an end on 31st of March 2023, basically 2 years from today. So this obviously brings certainty and clarity with respect to what exemptions will continue, and this will also, right now there are 400 exemption notifications. You have to go through each of them, and it is sometimes comes in the way of ease of doing business, where some businesses know what exemption exists, some businesses cannot take benefit of it, not understanding whether they are applicable to them or not. At least pruning of these notifications would not only increase the tax revenues for the government, but also would make the tax compliances easier.